Good morning, YouTube. I am just doing Shell, and Shell's not doing good today. This virus has really been kicking my butt. Come here, buddy. This is my big boy. This is Stokely. He's pretty good medicine. Okay, hi, Stokely. Yeah. I think he's probably almost 20 pounds. He's a pretty big boy. And he's the biggest scaredy cat I've ever seen in my life. And then there's Marley. She's about 6 pounds and she's ferocious. She thinks she's a big lioness. But this is my boy, and she's my little girl. So Gina, it was funny. I heard you say, um, when you were talking about your kitties, you called your kitty little girl, and I call her that all the time. And then he's my boy. I call him my fat boy. Oh yes, and she gets so mad at him. I know, she hurt your feelings. That was not nice. We haven't had our morning wrestle, so he wants to play. And Marley's a few years older than him. She doesn't always want to play with him. She gets pretty mad at him. But I do want to come on and tell you guys to be very safe. If you're traveling for a lot of hair, sorry, hold on. The joy of a long-haired cat. Oh my gosh. He needs brush. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Let me get my coffee. Good morning, Jeffy Bear. Got my coffee. Anyway, I just wanted to say to you guys, be really careful with the virus. Yesterday was not a good day. I was crying most of the day, and I really appreciated Emmy on the cat lady van and Raven in a van. Girl, you made me laugh so hard. I I get a kick out of you. You really tickle me. And yesterday I needed that laugh. So I just want to tell you guys, be careful out there. That virus is it's kicking my butt. I thought I was getting better, and all of a sudden it hit me. I think this has probably been the roughest week for me. Out of the whole time I've been sick. I was crying, and I called my doctor, and there's nothing they can do for me other than I have to tough it out. I'm mostly it's, like you can tell my face is swollen. Right now it's not as bad as earlier, but it's definitely in my chest right here hurts, my throat, my ear, into my ear. So the virus causes so many other problems. I'm hoping that this isn't something I'm going to have long term. Sorry, excuse me. And today I'm gonna just work on. I'm gonna work on this stuff here, this bag right here. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit for you, so I can show you. Excuse the mess. I'm going through things and getting a lot done. Since little Jaylee's not here, I have really been missing her, and being sick just makes it worse. I don't get to see Raylan. I'm kind of isolated from everyone, but my youngest daughter, who has saved me by running to the store, things like that, she has tested negative now. Hers only lasted a short time, whereas, well, I would say, I wouldn't say that. It's actually been 2 weeks of symptoms like the stuffiness and things like that, but it did not hit her like it has me. And I think yesterday I was afraid, and just not feeling well. I called my doctor. There's absolutely nothing they can do for me unless I can't walk or talk and breathe. And so at that point, that's a pretty scary feeling, and I'm angry about it because I see other states that are giving the treatment and making that available to folks. so that they don't even get that bad. But it's not available here in my state unless you are more severe. I'm pretty frustrated with everything right now, and the kids that are going back to school, even testing positive, they're allowing those kids, and it's not the school. It is it's Department of Health that has said, either or on the return date. So either it's 10 days from the date of symptoms, or it's 10 days from the date you test positive. They were going to let my kid go back to school the day after she tested positive and still positive. I personally don't agree with that, and I held her out. She had symptoms, and I wasn't going to send her to school um, and let her infect other people. I just will not do it. Um, I'm pretty much a stickler when it comes to those kind of things. Um, I've been trained on germs and mask and cross contamination, and that's just a no. You don't do that when people are sick. That could be why our state is taking a spike, having a spike again in cases. And the majority of folks that I know are vaccinated. Some people don't get it as bad. It is helping there, but then there's people that are showing no symptoms at all. They are positive. There's people that are testing negative, like my daughter did last week, and then 5 days later she tested positive. So there's also that incubation time where you're not actually shown positive. You're just carrying the disease around and giving it to other people, with this false security in a vaccination that is not always effective. Uh, you know, I'll just stop there and get back to the fun stuff. So, I have in this bag is all of my things, and I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see anything without them. Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. See, Raven, I have to have glasses. I don't care if I look like a nerd anymore, girl. I have to have the glasses. Matter of fact, they're pretty smudgy because I fall asleep with them on my face. So, let me show you, guys, what I have in this bag. Well, this is some fun things. I got a mic to use when I go outside because I am going to start doing my rock hunting. I love rocks, and I found a couple of channels that of folks that travel around and look for geodes, all kinds of fun things. And I say things a lot. I don't know why I do. Sorry about that, but all kinds of fun stuff. In this bag, I have all of my solar for my jackery. I also have some panels that I had bought so that I could see if there was a difference here in this state with the panels. And I did go to Harbor Freight, Harbor Freight, and purchased their solar kit, and I got a battery that I have just as a backup. And now those particular panels, and they're over, I've kind of got things packed over here that boxes I'm going through, and my panels, let me see, they're 100-watt solar panels, and what it is they're 25-watt panels that you put together, but those panels work really good. I have to tell you, they do work well in low light, where the jackery, not so much. My jackery panels, I love my jackery though. Now, when you have a full day of sun, those panels are banging. They will, just charge right up, charge everything right up, and no problems at all. But when it comes to glow sun, you're kind of screwed here in the Pacific Northwest. It's where I live is really similar. I don't know if any of you have watched Van City Van Life, but if you haven't, go check them out. I've learned a lot from those guys. There's so many other folks too, like Bob Wells. Just so many folks that really give you information on what works, what doesn't work. And it was Bob Wells that told me that in this state, um, because I think his mother's in Oregon, so he's really familiar with our area. He's also had lived in Alaska, and he had said that in our state, the Jackery panels are not going to be enough, and I've heard Chrome say that. I've seen Emmy have to deal with it, Cat Lady Van, with the because of how the sun is here. You really have to learn how to use the panels and how to position those panels, especially here, and you really need sun. The other panels I have, you can actually put those on a building. They're great panels. It's a great backup. But with me only having my Suburban, I can't have all of the stuff, so I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to save them and get the cargo trailer, camper trailer, whatever I decide to do. I'll have to have a couple different ways to charge my Jackeries and the battery that I bought for the other panels. So in this bag is everything I need. This is it's called a Onite. Light Your Life. It's actually it's just a USB light that goes into your Jackery or whatever you're using to charge. You can use this with even the plug-in in your wall. You just have to have the adapter. But these lights are fantastic. I actually use one in my bedroom. I love this light. But they're great lights, and they don't cost that much. I've seen them go on sale for like $8.99, I think, and it's just a good little backup to have. And they put out the light, no doubt, especially if you're in a small place. It's probably one of the best lights that you can get if you're not gonna get string lights and you want a little bit stronger light. I would say go ahead and get one of these. You can get them on Amazon. And then some of the other things that I purchased was the jumper cables. I saw these on Adventuring with Amanda's channel, and that has been an awesome thing to have. I do have a little jump, what do you call it, I guess, a jump starter battery. I don't even know what it's called, but it has the tire inflator, and I purchased these to use with the Jackery in case I need them to charge my truck battery, to get it started, whatever. I was having a problem with it a while back, but I got a new battery put on it, and that stopped. That stopped me having to jump it. And speaking of the truck right now, it's in the shop. It's going to cost me a little bit to get it fixed. Not too terrible, but a lot. And it's something that it's an investment for me. I've been slowly putting money into my truck to get it ready to be my home on wheels. And I've been really fortunate. I wasn't thrown out there and have to figure this stuff out as I go. I'm really blessed to have had folks to watch and see how to do that before, so for all the people that are out there pioneering ahead of us, I am most thankful to you for those things, because folks like me will not have it so hard. So thank you for that. And the other thing I wanted to show you, let me see if I can do this. Sorry, it's hard for me to get up. I did buy the carbon monoxide alarm to go in my truck. I purchased the fire extinguisher. When I was coming back from Colorado last year, there was a man that his truck, sorry about that, there was a man that his truck caught on fire on the side of the road. because his battery, the wires to his battery, something happened that it ignited, and we watched the entire truck burn to the ground. It probably took about, I don't know, 5 minutes. It was scary. No one else had stopped for him. It was in Umatilla, Oregon, and those guys were fantastic. They actually helped me get back on the road because when I pulled over to help him, my car battery went dead, and I barely made it home. But those guys helped me get back on the road. It was the Umatilla Energy, the power folks. They were fantastic. But the guy that his truck burned to the ground, had he had an extinguisher, he could have saved his truck, and it was a nice truck. He got his pistol out, and pretty much that was it. He got his pistol out of the truck, and it burned to the ground. So this is something that you guys really need to keep with you. It could be a matter of saving your home on wheels or losing it, and that's something you really, I know for me, with everything that I've gotten to put in my truck, sorry, I don't want to see it burn to the ground. And those things, it's really hard to replace them when you're on a really tight budget, or you have no budget at all. You have no income. The other thing that I love is Hello Amanda, Adventuring with Amanda, Cruise the Bulldog. I love that little dog. Get a Jackery in as soon as you can. I know right now they are, I think, 30% off here in the States. And if you've been waiting, I would say be ready. I think it starts today. No, might be Friday. I can't remember. Anyway, go on and check it out. I know a lot of folks have it available, the link available, but definitely something you want to check out. This is the 240. I had purchased, this one's a little bit heavy. You'll see that. This one, let me see. I've got my dog tags are on here. My Sassy American Bulldog. So I've got a Jackery and all my fun stickers. Jeffy Bear, Ray Outfitted is on there, and of course Bigfoot. But this is the 1000, and I purchased this when it had gone on sale, and it's heavy for me. It's pretty heavy, but I'm so glad I did. And then after that, I purchased the 240. It went on sale. So these are some of the things that I bought inside here. And this container is all of the things for my cargo rack and my cargo bag. I have the cargo bag is in here. The netting, everything that I had for that, and most of this all fits in there. Just so much stuff I want to share with you guys. And I think that as I get these things, I'm not, I hear a lot of folks say don't buy anything until you get on the road. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that if you are able to, and by watching so many of the other folks that are out here getting out there ahead of us and saying, hey, these are the things I use, when you watch enough channels, you'll start to figure out what it is that you're going to need based on how you live your life every single day. You need to sleep. You need a bed. You need to eat. You need a way to cook. You need a way to keep things cool if you can, especially if you live in a warmer climate. Yeah, my kitty cat. And those are the kind of things that you definitely are going to need. I have a refrigerator. I have a bed. I have an electric blanket. I have my Jackeries. I have solar panels. I have a garden sprayer. It's, I think, I'll have to look at it. I want to say it's 5 gallon, and I'm going to be using that for a shower. The solar bags are really hard for me to lift up. As you can see, even the Jackery's heavy for me. So I bought the garden sprayer so that I can actually pump the shower and use it that way with the pressure. And this will be when these are great. I got this at Home Depot, and it is, it's just an indoor-outdoor rug that I will be putting out when I'm outside, and parked, so that I can have like a place that's not, in the dirt or in the grass. Um, then I have my stove. I have my Coleman. I really went back and forth on getting the single burner. I know a lot of folks use that, but I wanted the double burner. I just thought it'd be a nice space, actually, even if I'm only using one burner, because it has the dual knobs on it. I can cook on one side, set it aside, and almost use that as a countertop. There's not a lot of space to cook in that Suburban. And then I have, just things that I'm going to need. Wipes. I have toilet paper, wipes, Sani wipes. Anything that I will need that is in here will fit in my van. Most of the stuff I already had in the van, in the truck. And a lot of things will fit in the cargo bag up top. And I'm hoping to get the hardcover cargo box. I'm not thinking well. I think with this virus, I don't really think well. So sorry about that. A little bit scattered. But these are the things that I will be going over with you more and showing you. I probably have too much stuff, but for the most part, I think what I have are things that I personally will use in my everyday, especially if I build out a cargo trailer. Definitely everything will fit, no problem, and I'll have everything I need. If I stay in the Suburban and with no camper trailer, no cargo trailer, it's gonna be tight, but it'll be doable. And not sure if I'm gonna keep that shelf that I love so much. Not sure I'm gonna keep that in there. It does take up a lot of space. I may end up trying to figure out something different for that. And also the bed, I almost feel like the bed's a little bit too high, and I may take off. I may cut it down a little bit, just a couple inches even. I think that will help lower it and not be so like up in the window. And there's so many things I want to go through with you. It's gonna take a little bit though. I brought, the other thing I want to show you is I have my first aid kit. I have life straws. I purchased quite a few of these. I think this is going to be a lifesaver should we get into a situation where you can't have good water. I would say purchase these. I know you can go on. Life Straw actually gives back, and they're a charity that gives back to help people have clean water that don't have access to clean water. Check them out. Sorry. And I've bought a couple of them. I know I think it's Vestergaard makes this one. I'm sorry, this virus is kicking my butt. Little things like this, emergency blankets. Even if you don't use these kinds of things, even if you don't use these things, you never know when you may come across someone that has nothing and you can give back. You can share some of the items that you have extra of, and you can give that and pay that forward to someone else who's not as fortunate, who can't order things and have those things. I believe in that. The other thing that I have is water purification tablets. I haven't tried these yet. I think that these will be beneficial if I should have to need them. A couple of like citronella candles. These I got when they were on sale, pretty cheap at Walmart. Those types of things. Matches. And a wind-up radio. It runs also off solar, and I can listen to Noah on here. So definitely you need to have. I got this one. It was on clearance. I wish I would have gotten more. It's a $40 little radio. I got it for $10 last year at Walmart. Definitely an item to keep. I have like just little things like, you know, gardening gloves in here, just if I have to get dirty, I have them. And also a pair of scissors. Just things. And a mouse trap. I've seen too many of you have problems with mice, so I have a mouse trap. I even have a, this thing, you plug it in and it deters rodents. I even have one of those. Glow sticks. Anything that I would need that would help me to get through chaos. I mean, I'm watching folks up in Canada that are just in utter chaos with the flooding, shortages, gas shortages, food shortages. That's just something you have to plan ahead. That, you know, to be safe. And so I'm going to cut this video off because it's getting a little long and I don't want to bore you to death. But these are some things that I do plan to set up and just kind of go over the things with you that I know are important to me, that will help me in my everyday. The truck, I hope to get it back soon, but not too soon. I want it fixed, so when I get it back, I'm hoping that that's going to be it for a while. I don't want to have to go through it again. And I can't even imagine being on the road and not having anywhere else to go and getting COVID. Where do you go? Where do you stay? Right now, they're making people move around, and there's not a lot of places to go. So just remember that if you're thinking you want to do this type of life, think about those things and plan ahead. I am an ABCD person, and when I left my job a few years ago, it's almost been 3 years now. When I left, I had ABCD plan, and I'm glad I did, because had I not, I would be sunk right now. I would not have made some of the decisions that I made to get through COVID, and I wouldn't have been able to. I just would have been like everyone else out there, thrown out to the wolves, and you sink or swim. And I've done enough sinking and swimming that I didn't want to do it again. So you guys stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving to you. If I don't come on tomorrow, let me say that today. I'm grateful for every single person out there that has a channel, and I've engaged in your channel. I truly appreciate you. Keep doing you, and I'll just keep doing show and do the best show I can do. Have a great day, and God bless you. Stay safe. I love you. Toodaloo.